Hello, I'm Gary, and welcome to The Gary Show, where we talk about things, other things, and usually some stuff. Today, we're painting. My full name is actually Gary Robert Ross, so my friends called me Bob Ross. First, we're going to start out with some white, because white. Make sure you have that depth in your image. Make sure to get a couple spots on the canvas. These are going to be clouds. Happy, happy little clouds. And now, we're going to do black. We're going to outline those clouds. And now, we're gonna get on our palette here, mix some of that black and white up, make a nice gray, as you can see there. We're gonna give some shadows to that cloud. Perfect. And now, I have brown in my brush, so we're gonna create the happy little trees. Since the trees are done, we're going to move on to the background, which I think we're going to use a little bit of blue. And you know my motto, never forget the glitter. Larry, give me the glitter. Back to my background. We're going to add a bit of green. It's a nice morning with green in the sky. Larry! I told you to keep this fixed! Hard to find good help nowadays. So next, we're going to finish the trees we finished. And the way we're going to do that is you're going to use God's given paintbrush. So first, you're going to put your finger in the paint. And what shape are trees? Trees are triangles, obviously. So you do a triangle right there, color it all in, and you proceed to do that. Make sure you remember your depth. Remember your depth. Oh! You want to make sure you have some darker trees and some lighter trees. So get a bit of black and make sure you just rub that in nice and generously. We don't see color around here except black and white. Now we're gonna go back to our paintbrush. What colors? Larry, pick up my paintbrush! Scum. Anyway, make sure you cut that, Larry. That sounded weirdly sexual, Larry. So what side of the color triangle is missing here? Exactly, red. We're gonna put a red background. Because what I forgot to tell you is this is a picture of an apple. All the focus goes in on the apple. So the red is very important to have. And again, always remember the glitter. So now I'm going to start on the apple. We're going to go for the red. Apples are not just red though, so you're going to see a bit of mixing of colors. So we're going to start the apple right over here. You paint until it looks like a butt, but on both sides. Now you can see, it looks like a butt on both sides. So the apple stem, you might think of brown and maybe even a bit of green. We're using black. It's mighty warm outside. Larry! I said it's mighty warm outside. Is this tap water? Gross. Like I said, the apple is not just red. Apples have a bit of yellow, a bit of orange, and even a bit of green. So we're mixing all of those together and painting all over the apple. Now the question is, what do we not have on this? We don't have focus on the main object in the piece of work we're doing here. What's the main object? The trees, maybe the background, maybe the cloud? No, it's the apple. So we're gonna make sure that we have focus on the apple. Make sure nobody looks away from this apple. This apple is the only thing that matters. Actually, make that arrow bigger because we don't want anybody to look anywhere else but this right here. Don't forget to add the glitter. And so you see that we're almost done, right? Maybe a bit more background here, the grass, a bit more background. The background is obviously, naturally, the sky, you idiots. And now, I'm gonna fix this abomination of a tree. I don't know who painted that. All right. I think it's missing just one thing. You have to do this to make sure people don't forget that it is in fact your painting. But of course, the primary object of what we are looking for is the apple. And lastly, don't forget the glitter. And if you followed my instructions perfectly, you'll get a perfect rendition of Itachi from Naruto. Thank you for watching. My name's Gary Robert Ross, and this was The Gary Show, where we talk about things, other things, and possibly some stuff. Please join us next week. Goodbye.
You just get glitter all over yourself. Yeah, I gave you that shirt.
Are you struggling, love?
Larry, this is your third strike, okay? There's only 4 strikes. You only get 4 strikes, that's it.
Did I not ask for a glass of lemonade like a minute ago?
I think I did.
It can't be that hard, brother. Now can you see my legs?
How far are we going up?
How far up do you want to go?
Underwear.